Welcome to the Talking Comedy Podcast with James Davis, Sara Weinshenk,
What's
Alex
up?
Akins. You guys are performing. You two are both at the Comedy Store tonight. This will be out, in the future. And James, what is your favorite comedy room in the country?
I think I have to say the Comedy Cellar in New York.
Why?
It's a great crowd, but also it forces me to still perform at a high level. I think a lot of clubs where it's a great crowd, it's almost sometimes too easy. And then like the when everything kills, I feel like the material kind of dips a little bit, but there's a bar at the Comedy Cellar that never really drops. And so, but I mean, the crowds, I don't know, I feel like it's a nice, fair, yet positive energy.
Is it positive? Now, I've hung out at the Comedy Store, but or the Comedy Cellar, but I've never performed there. But I agree with you, that's the highest level of the art form is the Comedy Cellar. That's, it's in a basement. And what does it seat? Like, I don't even...
Well, they have different rooms. So they have the bar room, which probably seats like, I don't know, maybe like 75, 100. But then they have the Village Underground, which is their biggest room. And that can feel like a taping in there sometimes. And then they have the OG room, which is the McDougal Street room. And that's the room. It's just like the super classic. Like that's the room. Like that's the room right
That's
there.
the one I hung out at.
Yeah.
Is it small like the OR? Would it be like the OR?
Yes, I feel like the McDougal is it's kind of like the equivalent to the OR at the Comedy Store for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And I love the OR is my favorite room at the Comedy Store.
I think the main room's my favorite at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Because when it goes well in that room, it's magical.
Yeah.
It really is. Because there's 370 people now.
It's deep. It's deep in there. That's the thing. Like, you can feel people not laughing in the back sometimes.
Yeah.
Our young protege Alex here just did the main room. You've done it twice now, right?
Yeah, twice. That's what I was going to say. Main room. I did it.
Yeah.
Did it.
Yeah, did it.
Because you've been doing comedy how long now?
Like two and change.
Yeah.
2 years.
Alex and I work together. You guys know that I run shows and book shows.
Yes.
Alex works with me, but
elite comedy producer / performer.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. And we just increased your pay by $5 for that compliment.
Well, I was actually going to say the same thing. He stole my bid.
Sorry.
And what'd you think of the Comedy Store main room?
That's the best place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just, it's magic.
Something about that red stage.
The red stage. I mean, I almost zoned out staring at it my first time up there. I was just like, it's so cool.
100%.
And they added better lighting now and changed the curtains and it looks really good. I don't know. There's something about that main room that makes it my favorite.
Yeah. And
the backstage area with the curtain. And
I also like the belly.
I was going to say, I kind of
It
feel
feels
the most,
safe.
if I feel free in the belly room.
I feel the most safe in the belly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can try something, and if it doesn't work, whatever, the stakes aren't that high. Sometimes if it's like OR and it's like a Saturday night, like I want to do something new tonight, and I'm like, oh, is that going to be the right time to do something new? I'm like figuring out how to insert the new bit into the old bit.
Yeah.
And it's like a Saturday night at the store. So I don't want it to just fuck off and take too many risks. But also I do that room so much that I'm kind of I need to start taking more risks in there.
That's how I am in the cellar. Every time you're there, you're at the cellar. So there's that, like I said, that bar you don't want to dip below. But at the same time, we want to try our new bits and we want to be comfortable enough to just be ourselves. And so it's like, do I do that? Is that going to make the OR or the cellar look, it's there's a lot of factors in certain rooms, but my very first time performing was at the belly room. So
Same.
I always have that in my heart. I didn't even know it was a bringer room show. I just brought friends.
Right.
And then I got up, but I was like, I did another show and they're like, I was like, oh, I have to bring people? That's crazy.
Yeah, I got swindled by that so much in the beginning here.
Yeah.
For the audience, bringer show is early in your career. You're trying to get up and to get out of the open mic. You start doing these bringer shows. The producers maybe don't have the best reputation and they go, you have to bring 4 people or you're going to be paying for their tickets. But really what they want is the people there. But it is a good way to start in that, for years, let's say 3 through 4, at least there's an audience.
Yeah. And they had a video guy at the time. So that was the best thing for me because even though it was a bringer room show, I did well and then I was able to get that tape and then show that to other people to get more spots.
Yeah, and your career took off pretty quickly too, because I remember no, it did though. It kind of like you had like
it was good. It was a good little run.
Yeah, you had a great like reputation right away, because I remember I was booking comedy shows at the Ice House, and Sean Sullivan, who runs the Southern California Improvs now, was like, just so you know, James Davis is doing every one of your shows. I go, okay, and I go, all right. He goes, this kid's hilarious, and and you definitely lived up to the hype, and I guess thanks for living up to the hype.
Hey,
Yeah, Sarah, where'd you start?
The Comedy Store.
Oh, you started at the Belly.
I started. I think my first set was either Belly Room or OR, and it was a bringer show, and it was bad. And I bombed in front of because I'm from LA, so I had a lot of friends to bring. So I bombed in front of all of my friends and family consistently for the first 2 to 3 years. And then I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep bringing people that love me and having them see me do horrible.
Right. Yeah.
It's so dark.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Alex's mom just saw him we had a show at a random, I was living in San Diego for a hot minute. 10 months.
It was at a steakhouse. Well, at least it wasn't my worst show I had at that steakhouse. But my mom was there for one of them, and we didn't even have a spotlight on. I'm in the corner on the level with everyone else.
It was a good show, though, as long as you stood in the light next to the window. But it was... you
had about a 6-inch radius of being in the light.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And James, why comedy? Do you even know anymore?
You know what? It took me a second to remember, actually. So when I dropped out of college, it was to pursue acting. And so I had the most unrealistic timeline of when success should come. And so I thought within a year, we're booking stuff, we're moving and grooving. And then that didn't happen. And I just was on Craigslist looking for, I don't know, jobs, acting jobs, whatever. And I saw something for the Comedy Store Belly Room show, not knowing it was a bringer room ad. And all of a sudden it clicked to me that most of my favorite actors were comedic actors.
Yes.
Whether it's Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey, Martin Lawrence. And so when I noticed that they had all done stand-up comedy, and I was just kind of in a place where I'm just starting this dream and I don't know where to go, I was like, well, they did it, let me try it. And then once it went well, I was just like, I'm getting to perform, because I'm not booking anything, I'm not shooting anything, so at least I can go on the stage and perform, act, or whatever. And yeah, I just kept on doing it.
I agree with you. Robin Williams won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Eventually.
All my favorites are comedic actors, so.
Agreed. Sarah, why comedy?
Same thing. Actually, I was in an acting class. It was an acting scene study class in West Hollywood. And our acting coach had everyone write a monologue, but he had me write a stand-up set.
All right.
And that was the first time I ever did stand-up, was in his class. And he was like, you're good at this. You need to be doing this. And then I started doing bringer shows. And then never really looked back at the whole acting thing.
Yeah.
Just got so obsessed with stand-up.
You know who loved you? It was a friend of mine, Danny Vermont. He writes for Real Time with Bill Maher. And I want to say you two did one of my shows together. And he when you got done, he goes, I don't know if this is I don't know if it's a backhanded comment. It's not. He goes,
I'm scared. I'm scared. He's like, yeah, he loved you.
Because Danny is a great.
15 pounds.
No. He goes, that's the best girl comic I've seen in a long time. And not that he doesn't comment on things.
That's nice.
Yeah, and that in any comic. But that's when I realized how good you were, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I had been booking you, and you book your friends, you book people that are around. People ask you, and you go, okay, I'll have you on a show. But I go, oh, okay. Because honestly, I don't listen anymore. I listen for the laughs.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to people's content anymore.
No, because it'll make
That's
you
good
wanna...
to know.
Yeah.
Next time I do your show, I will not ask you what I thought.
It's Alex, why comedy?
All right, so I came out here to after film school to do some film stuff. And the hours were just awful. I just randomly
hours are awful.
I randomly walked on this set. I saw the set security guard there, and I was like, they hate their job. So I just walked past them and acted like I knew what I was doing. I was supposed to be there. I found the second AD. I had to ask 5 people. I was just like, hey, where's the second AD? I got something for him, right? Just walking around trying to find him. I find him. He likes my story. He gives me a job. I worked there for 2 or 3 months and just hated it. It was just not fun. It felt like I was working in a factory or something, making toothpaste. And the hours were 16-hour days sometimes. And You know, I
Yeah,
just
you're not a
smoked too
morning
much
person.
weed to do that. So it's like,
So that's the
I
beginning.
started doing comedy and it went great.
You're like, life bottomed out.
Yeah, no,
And
I
then
had
I was
And I
like-
nothing
discovered
else.
comedy.
This is what really
That's
happened.
exactly how it starts.
Quit my job. My
Yep.
friends stopped hanging out with me, and my girlfriend at the time moved back to Korea. So it was like,
Yeah.
okay,
So-
time to go to open mics.
Right,
got
comedy
fired.
club, here we come.
I got fired
Yeah.
by an 8-year-old who I was nannying.
Oh,
for.
nice. Yeah.
He didn't like me, and he
Yeah.
said, "Bitch."
Are you
He
serious?
kept calling me a bitch. Yeah, I swear to God. And
What were you doing to him?
asking him to come
To
eat dinner.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck you, bitch," and he was
I
like,
don't want
8
dino
and
nuggets,
scary.
bitch.
Yeah.
And this is in
And then
LA?
and he was like, "I'm gonna get you fired," and that was the last time I
God.
worked there. And then I
That's
just started.
awful.
I got fired by an 8-year-old.
Oh my
literally.
God. Well, third graders are tough. We
That
know
sounds
this.
familiar to me.
That's where comedy started, but let's go back to where it really started. So I found out your birthdays, right?
Okay.
And then I backed up 40 weeks. And what song do you think you were conceived to?
Oh,
Okay, James, do you think it was Total Eclipse of the Heart,
Mhm.
Islands in the Streams by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, Every Breath You Take by The Police, or All Night Long by Lionel Richie?
Is the police is the every breath
Yes.
you? I don't know. My parents kind of like that vibe.
Of course,
you know.
there,
But
that's-
I mean, it's easy for me to default to the Lionel Richie because
Yeah.
they were black, clearly, and you know, I don't know
They were.
exactly what they were listening to, but just based on my like parents,
Sting's got a lot of soul to him.
huh?
Sting's
Sting,
got,
yeah,
he
yeah.
does.
But I
He's been
think
through
I
something.
don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
Islands in the Stream.
I feel like that Every Breath You Take song might have.
Have you
I
seen,
feel like my parents might have vibed on that and made
Of
me one
course.
night.
Have you seen Sting and Shaggy doing Tiny Desk
Yes,
concert?
yes.
Phenomenal.
The duo you never knew
Never.
existed. And they're like
Shaggy?
tight. They're like
Tight.
really good friends.
It
Yes.
wasn't me, Shaggy.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He's clicked up with
It's the
Sting.
yin and yang right there.
Like they're
That-
making music together.
And I didn't
That's
realize how
awesome.
good Shaggy was, you know,
Oh.
until that.
That's on you. That's a you problem.
No,
No,
but
I know his
I
songs
don't really
with-
think of him as being an amazing artist. I
No,
just think
I don't think of him
it
as an
wasn't
artist.
Me.
No, but he is.
It wasn't
He's
me.
so
It's
good.
like that's not that profound to just be
No.
like it wasn't me.
You can be
fucking-
successful and me not think you're an artist. You know what
Right.
I'm
You're
saying?
my angel. You're
Yeah.
my darling. You guys don't like that
Yeah.
song?
Well,
of
actually, I
course.
forgot that was him.
Oh,
This is-
But still,
I'm
it's
back on board.
It wasn't me was such a big hit. It kind of overshadowed the
Right.
the follow ups.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for
Girl,
it.
you're
so
my
I'm looking
angel.
back.
But they did Englishmen in New York, right? And then they did like, I don't know, Jamaican in New York. Do you remember Shaggy and Sting went back and forth with that song by any chance?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they just do a whole like, Shaggy changes the words of that song to fit where, you know, who he is. All right, Sarah,
Yeah.
I backed you up 40 weeks.
Oh man.
Conceived to Invisible Touch by Genesis,
Okay.
Nasty by Janet Jackson, Highway to the Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins,
Ooh.
or Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
I could see Sledgehammer.
That's what I said too.
Yeah. Sledgehammer, dude.
I agree with that. And at Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving's gonna be awkward this year because I want these answers when you guys see your parents again.
What was I conceived to?
Alex,
Sledgehammer is so crazy. Okay, go on.
do you want me to go through those again, or you want to pick that as your final answer?
No, Sledgehammer is definitely the
Sledgehammer is a
final
vibe.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a it's a
Yeah.
vibe.
Yes, it
answer.
is.
I see Steve and Deb getting down to Sledgehammer, unfortunately. Yikes.
Can you give us a scenario? Steve and Deb?
Break it down for me.
Steve and Deb, they went to a nice dinner. Steve made her a Cosmo. He blasted Sledgehammer.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
And now here you are on a podcast
Yeah.
on Saturday
Yeah.
night, comedy
There we go.
night.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alex, now these songs are gonna make you guys sick, including me. Alex, we backed you up. I backed you up 40 weeks. You didn't know this, but you might not know this. You were conceived on Valentine's Day.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So are you Baby One More Time by Britney Spears?
Oh my God,
you're
he's
young.
young.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, our songs versus his songs?
I
You have
wasn't
to go
going
to
to say
Hot Tub
anything.
Time Machine to listen to our music.
I was like, you
This
guys
stuff
should
came
answer.
out
I don't
like
know
2
a lot
years
of these
ago.
songs. Like-
Britney Spears, get me on another podcast with other people.
But hold on, we got another
Yeah,
one here
but
though.
there's
This
more.
this
That
might
makes
date
me
him.
feel weird.
Yeah.
Believe by Cher.
Wait till I start telling Vegas stories.
Whoa.
Mm.
All I Have to Give by the Backstreet Boys.
Whoa.
Backstreet Boys.
Or Slide by the Goo Goo
I
Dolls.
probably just got my period around the time you were born. What the
That's
fuck?
crazy.
It was a Mary J. Blige song, and I know because my mom told me.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, wow. That was good. You had me. You had me.
Okay,
You
so which
had
one?
me too.
Okay, Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. Believe by Cher. All I Have to Give by Backstreet Boys. Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls.
My parents don't listen to like music that came out when I was born. They're so old.
What?
That's not the answer I was looking for.
It's fine. Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls.
What, James, worst set you've ever had?
This is so easy for me. It was my first TV taping.
Wow, because
So-
you're nervous. And the
I
cameras,
wasn't
the
even.
lights.
I was honestly. It wasn't even that. So it was a show called Who's Got Jokes that was on TV One. It was hosted by Bill Bellamy, and it was my first TV taping, and it was my first time performing outside of LA because I too am from LA, and so all of my shows have been in LA, and so it was Atlanta, black crowd on Easter Sunday,
Okay.
and so the show is 2 3-minute sets because it's like a competition.
Okay.
It was like a Temu version of Last
In
Comic
the spirit
Standing.
of Easter, it's a
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
He
We're
is
already
risen.
vibing.
And listen, I died, but I did not rise. after. So my first 3 minutes just didn't go well. I'm very LA.
Yeah.
We did not connect.
Yes.
The crowd and me. So then for the second part of the performance, they give you another 3-minute set, but there's some kind of challenge. Where either there's a planted heckler, or they may throw like a pie or something. Like it's crazy. So my challenge was they had told the
So
crowd
fucked up.
before I went out for the second set not to laugh no matter what
No,
I said.
no.
Mind you, the first 3 minutes they didn't laugh already. So my first time on TV was 2 separate 3-minute sets where I am not getting any laughs.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
just throw the pie at me. At
Yeah,
that
what
point.
was the
Like,
hotel room like that night?
Oh, I mean,
The darkness.
I literally was telling all my friends and family, so I don't do stand up anymore. I quit. I confidently quit.
Yes.
Like God showed me that
Oh
this
my
isn't for
God.
me.
Yeah.
And then a couple of producers
God
like,
showed me on
yeah,
Easter
like
Sunday.
this is a
Nonetheless.
sign. This is a sign. But you know, they talked me into staying with it. But honestly, that performance,
That's the worst
those
one I've ever
sets,
heard.
they were the sets that let me know how hard and how much work goes into stand-up comedy. Because I wasn't one of those people who like started and was bombing. I was the exact opposite. I was starting and I was killing.
I've never had a club say to me, "This comedian's doing every one of your shows," and it's not an option.
Yeah, like
And
I
go,
was.
okay.
So
all
I,
right.
it was like a false confidence because I was like stand-up's kind of easy, and then I went to
Yeah.
Atlanta and I was like stand-up's so hard I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you were a natural.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and then you could handle that now.
oh, of course,
Yeah,
of course,
but then, how
Yeah.
many? You were just a year into it. How long were you into it? Even
a year,
right,
That's crazy.
a year.
right.
I've
That's
been doing
crazy to
yeah,
do
like
taping a year in.
Yeah.
yeah, and so it was like.
Yeah, you got the Nick Swartzen in you.
Yeah, it was like I thought it was too easy, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
And from that point on, I was like, I got to do this. I want to do this every single night. I never want to experience that again. And like, yeah, it made me stronger.
I was expecting a good story, but that time,
Yeah, that's one I'll never forget. I was like, oh, worst. Oh yeah, I know. I know the story
Immediately.
I know the worst performance.
No, I actually do have one. As it turns out.
Yeah.
Sarah, worst set you ever had?
It was in the OR. It was on potluck on
Yeah,
Monday.
of course.
And it was when weed wasn't legal in LA. And I went to Venice earlier in the day to get like a medicinal weed card.
Yeah,
And I ate like 2 gummies and
Oh,
I didn't
good.
think I was going to get picked. And I got picked.
Mhm.
wonderful.
And
That's
I had
always
to
how
do
it
3
goes.
Yeah.
minutes. And I did the first 2 minutes like regular Sarah voice. And then the last minute for some reason in like a country Western accent.
Okay,
But I couldn't fucking control it. Like I could hear it coming out, and I was just like so nervous. It was like one of those people that has like a stroke and then they wake up speaking Chinese or something. It was like that, and I was like, I don't know why I can't control the way my voice is coming out of my mouth because I was so high.
That's hilarious.
And then I get off stage,
that is a
and
nightmare.
my friend is hosting, and he's like, I don't know why she was talking like she's from the South. She's
Benji
yeah, she's a Valley girl.
was
It was Benji.
That's
It was Benji. He called me out.
Nice.
And then I was like in a dark place on an edible, and I got into a lift alone and went to Swingers Diner alone and ate a BLT alone, and
Wow.
then ran into a bunch of other comics.
Yeah.
And I just was like living in my shame.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can never have an edible before I go on stage again.
No, never. Edibles are the worst. I mean,
It fucked up my timing. First of all, not only that, it made
The
me
lighting.
talk like a different person. That's crazy.
and you've never diagnosed that? Has that happened since?
No.
Diagnose. Have you
I'm
been
trying not to diagnose that.
Is there a pill for that? Or?
No.
Not edibles.
Yeah, why are you talking to us about this?
There's
No, it
nothing
was
worse
like-
than performing and being like, why am I doing this?
was like-
mid-performance.
Oh, when
Oh,
you
yeah.
can hear yourself talk.
But you can't control it. Like
Yeah.
I could hear it coming out, and I was like, I can't control it, and I don't know how long the light's been on, and I just started talking fast in a country accent. That's fucking crazy.
That's funny.
That scarred me.
Yeah.
That was enough to be like,
That
oh.
scarred me. And it was
Yeah.
Alex, worst set you've ever had.
Okay, so it's the other one at that steakhouse, and they had the lights on this time. That wasn't it. You know, I get up there and like, you know, normally with like hecklers and stuff and like audience, like you got to at least say something first, right? I get up there, I grab the microphone. This lady in the front row goes, "You look like you're 16."
Oh, that's right.
Right off
I
the
was
jump.
just emasculated.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I go after her. I'm like, yeah, well, actually, just so you know, I paid my taxes this year. Yeah. Even paid my Social Security. You're welcome.
Right.
I like that clapback.
Yeah.
Okay. It was all old people. And with this Trump shit, they were scared and mad. Okay.
Scared
So
and
it
angry.
starts going south real quick,
Oh,
right?
bad combo for a crowd.
And
Scared
then
and angry.
I opened up with this drug. This joke I tell about doing drugs.
Oh, I was like, I opened up with this
the
drug.
drug.
Yeah, this drug I joke and the thing, right? No. And yeah, that did not go good. And then this lady in the back, this old white lady starts going, "Tell a real fucking joke." Right?
Oh, that's bad.
And I was really nervous.
I'm nervous. Now I'm
I
nervous.
was like, yeah, tell a real fucking joke. And then I go, have another drink, you drunk bitch.
Right. Which is not the best punchline.
Because earlier in that show, like 2 weeks before that show, I hit that same line and it worked.
Right.
But it was with a different, like that lady turned out to be the bartender's mom or something.
Yes,
So she thought it
that's
was
right.
hilarious.
Yep.
This lady has no bartenders in her family.
And she
right?
probably thought she's being funny. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I know that woman.
So-
and she's a very nice person, but
Yes.
that's still she wants to do comedy. She wants to
Yes.
do comedy.
This
and
lady
she has
did
done
not.
comedy.
Yeah.
And then so she thought she was being funny. And then, you know, she's actually hit me. I
Yeah.
remember that. I didn't realize it was her who said that.
No. That was the first night. Then the bad night. That night went great.
Okay, got it.
This other lady was the bad night, right?
Okay, got it.
And she had about 6 martinis,
Oh,
right?
God.
Minimum. And then she starts yelling at me. I call her a drunk bitch. She gets up. She comes to the stage. There is no stage. She's standing this close to me. She puts her finger in my face like this, and she goes, "I don't like that word, you cocksucker."
Oh, that's
And then the
right.
whole place explodes with laughter. And then I'm just like, can I just go home?
Yeah.
What do I do? And then after that show, I had to pick up all the equipment and take it in an Uber back to his house.
No.
Right? And I'm standing there outside
You're
the
welcome.
Uber, and there's all these like old ladies telling me I should quit. I should take lessons.
I didn't know that.
I'm too mean of a person to be doing this.
And Alex is the
then
nicest guy.
I open the door to the Uber and I go, "Call 911. These ladies are harassing me." And I shut the door on them. And then I
The
get out
police
of
are
there.
involved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. I didn't realize people were harassing you in the parking
They
lot.
weren't harassing me, but
That's harassment.
That's not harassment.
That's
Yeah.
not harassment.
I'm just
just
surrounded the
scarred.
car.
The last night I got on stage and I was on stage for maybe 30 seconds and there was this drunk, wasted white lady in the front row and I heard her look at her friend and go, "I don't like her."
No.
And I barely said anything.
Yeah.
And she said it so loud that I
Yeah,
had to be
everyone.
like, "Okay, well, I know you don't like me. Thank you. I haven't even fucking
Yeah.
said anything yet. This
Yeah.
is already
Yes.
weird."
99% of hecklers are women, which you would not, if you just ran that
Yeah,
by
for
someone,
sure.
if you just go, no, most men would heckle, but it's really mostly
It's
women.
unhinged women.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a white wine and a woman and an audience.
A
It
seltzer.
can be a nightmare.
6 martinis,
This bitch was on White Claws.
no laws.
Right. Oh, yeah. See, that's an entitled person. White Claw.
You know what I hate almost more than a direct heckler is like people who have just decided that the show is a movie and they're just gonna just have a conversation,
100%.
Yeah.
but loudly, like yeah, da, 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 and then you call them out and they look at you like what? Like
Yeah.
I can't
Like they're
talk and ignore
offended.
you,
Yeah.
like.
I like that you said it like they're in a movie and you can still talk.
Yeah,
That's it.
like I hate when people treat comedy shows like we're on screen and we don't hear them. Like
100%.
I'm like, come
That's
on,
the
bro.
worst because it's not I can't do anything with that.
yeah, like if you come at me, then I can come back at you. But like you just ignoring me, like
Yeah.
Then I look like insecure, like everything has to be about me. Like, why aren't you paying attention to me?
Yeah, but didn't you buy tickets to see me? So what's happening here? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Also, when people, okay, like in LA, they're pretty good at it. But at other clubs, I've noticed when the waitresses are taking the orders.
Oh, man.
And you're like, dude, this isn't like a TGI Fridays. You be a little fucking, have a little couth, lady.
Yeah.
That's happened recently to me for sure. Like
when the wait
they
staff,
they're loud, like they're at Denny's or Hooters. They're just like,
Yeah.
what do you want? It's like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, hush it a little bit, please.
Right, because what's going on too in a comedy club, it's very loosey goosey. So sometimes the staff gets drunk, and so and when you start drinking, you just start getting louder, and then you forget. So they're not even trying to be rude. They just go, oh yeah, and you can't put a waitress in check from the stage because then you're that asshole.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's like any food allergies. I'm like, what? Fucking scale it back,
Any
bitch.
food allergies,
Yeah.
it's chicken tenders. You
Yeah.
either like them or you don't.
But it's like, how did you forget you were at a stand-up comedy show? Like you're literally like, I'm here.
Have you
you're
ever
here.
drank before?
You're right. You're right. I mean, I'm not a big drinker.
You're not.
I'm not a big drinker, so I don't get like drunk that often. But I don't
nice.
know. I'll be like, come on.
Yeah, I've never even seen you drink. When you do drink, what do you drink?
Of recently, I like a little tequila, a little reposado on the rocks.
That's
just
easy to
straight
drink.
up.
Nice.
That's easy
Yeah.
to drink.
I'm not a beer person. I just
No,
like to just
nor should you be.
just get tipsy real
Beer
quick
is disgusting.
and continue.
I got a joke about beer. I go up there, I go, where's my beer drinkers at? And some people will clap. I go, it's disgusting. I go, leave a beer out overnight and take a sip. I go, that's what's inside your body the next day. I go, leave a Jack and Coke out overnight. I go, you can leave it out for 3 days. You put ice in it, it's right back to a Jack and Coke.
I feel like beer is just a culture of peer pressure. Like we all, like everybody who's drank beer is because other people were drinking beer, and then you just convinced yourself you liked it, and then we're all just drinking beer, and it's just like,
Yeah, especially guys. Like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We drink beer and like fix shit.
Right? Yeah, totally.
or in college. It started in college. College, it was like it's the weekend, beer. It's a party, beer.
Yeah, it's
Game,
cheap too.
beer,
It's cheap
beer,
and you get
beer,
a lot of it.
beer. And I was
Yeah,
just like,
you can buy 24 of them for the whole
all
house.
this free beer that I don't like.
Yeah, exactly. What's your drink of choice, Sarah? You drink it all?
Margarita.
You're a margarita salt with south salt.
Tahine.
Oh,
I go
very
tahine,
LA.
sweetie. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my favorite.
You got a brand you like?
I'm not really that picky. I like Casamigos. I don't like cheap tequila. That makes me feel awful.
Of course.
Patron.
You
Alex
don't like
is-
Patron?
I do like
Yeah,
Patron.
yeah, I like Patron.
Yeah.
Alex is a pina colada guy. He's also an acid guy. You just got back from Las Vegas.
He's an acid
Pina
guy.
colada.
Yeah, that's my.
I love a pina colada. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation.
every time. It's my summer drink. In the winter, we're drinking Grey Goose on the rocks, or if they don't make a good pina colada. But
Right, but you just
It's
got
so
back.
sweet,
You just
though.
got back from
Not
5
the way
days.
I make it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You just
5
did
days.
5 days in Las Vegas.
5
and-
days
Yes.
pina coladas.
No, there was
Okay.
one day with a pina colada. I had one pina colada a day. I took like a 750 milliliter bottle of Captain Morgan, just put it in the blender, mixed it up. I think someone had one other one or something.
That's
did-
crazy.
Yeah, and then it was casino time, bad boy.
And you just went full Caddyshack, and you went to a rodeo on acid. What was
Yeah.
that like?
It was pretty incredible. I'm not gonna lie. I dove right into the culture. I was having fun. At first I brought all these my hippie friends and shit, the Wook friends, and we were all kind of like, oh, animal rights. I don't know how this is
Of
gonna
course.
go.
Hilarious.
As soon as we saw one of those cowboys jump off a horse and tackle a calf and wrestle it down, we were like, yeah, more beers.
So you liked it. I think
I had fun at the rodeo. I'm not
Me
going every week, but
being at the rodeo on acid would not go well for me.
Oh yeah, would you start talking country again?
Yeah,
Ah,
definitely.
hilarious.
And that would just be fun if I was just talking country on
Right,
acid.
yeah.
I think
You'd
I
be
would
a good
probably
vibe.
start
People would like
feeling
you.
bad for the horses.
Right?
You get too weird. Because the first time I ever did acid, I started crying that I had a Happy Meal toy and it was a waste of plastic. And never once in my life have I been an environmentalist.
Yeah,
All
it's
of a
probably
sudden-
not for you.
I was crying and everyone's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
"No, I have this plastic toy from this Happy Meal. What a waste." I was like,
All the
Like, I've never
nutritional
heard you
value in
once.
plastic.
I've never heard you once care about the environment. You do acid, now you do. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. We're all connected, you know?
Acid made it an unhappy meal.
You ever done a hallucinogen?
No, I'm over here like acid. Dang, y'all wild.
No,
Yeah,
I've,
no,
I've,
I've
never
hang-
done
I've
acid.
hung up my acid. I've
Yeah.
hung up my
The
tab
most
days.
I've done is Xanax. I performed on Xanax once. Had the best set ever.
Really? I would've
don't
been
remember
sleeping.
anything about it. But like I
You're
just
laid
remember I
back.
was, huh?
You were laid back.
I felt like I was floating. It was like
Yeah.
an energetic. uppers because I'm already kind of low key. So I like things that kind of like.
Xanax is the biggest downer of all time.
Well, no, but I mean, for me, it was like
maybe you need it. So
no,
like
it's a super down. For me, there's a little high before the downer, and then I'll be like sleep for a day. But like,
no, you're right.
But like, I was on stage, literally just like floating. Everything was working, but I literally cannot remember anything.
Where was that?
Excuse me. That it was an all deaf show that they used to have at the movie theater on like Hollywood and Highland.
Yep.
Yeah. It was one of those. It was like
was that Chris
crowd.
Burns?
Nah, that was all deaf digital and Jeru Tillman. I don't know if you met him.
No,
and it was like it was like the all deaf digital Russell Simmons thing. But I had a great set and just was like, I don't know what I said.
Right.
But
do you have a
people seem to
comedy
like
hero?
it. Huh?
You have a comedy hero like
hero? I mean, hero is that the same as just favorite comedian?
I don't know, the person that when you were young and you looked up to and you just said, "This is the guy I'd like to emulate."
Well, like I didn't grow up wanting to be a comedian,
No.
but I will say I think I have to say Jamie Foxx because when I started comedy and like at my very first show, that was a comedian that I randomly like studied.
Right.
Like I love. Nah. Okay. Dave Chappelle killing him softly kind of changed my whole brain. So like I'd have to say Dave Chappelle, but like Jamie Foxx, like when it like, practically like studying somebody because all I had was Killing Him Softly, but I randomly had like a Jamie Foxx DVD.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of used him as a blueprint for my earlier shows, and so I've always had a lot of
100%. Do you have a comedy hero?
I'm torn, but I have like 3. I have 3 comedy heroes.
Yeah.
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
just because it was like I grew up watching him. He felt like he was like everyone's dad in a way. Like when he died, I was like deeply upset.
for sure.
Joan Rivers,
Yeah.
but
I
she
can
was
see
like
that.
meaner than I am. But like it was kind of inspiring too. And then Hedberg.
I could see that.
Yeah,
And I didn't realize Joan on her last special, she had. Have you guys seen this? Her like production assistant comes up with a plate of Coke, and it's in the special, and she does 3 lines of
Yeah, of
Coke,
course
and
she
then
does.
walks out on stage.
Oh, that's
Can you believe that?
amazing.
I was like, what?
That's crazy.
It is.
Savage.
But Johnny Carson did a lot of Coke, apparently. I think it's in his biography. I'm not defaming the man. I think it's like,
It's pre-fentanyl, sweetie. They're just like,
Yeah.
hey.
I know
Man.
fentanyl definitely ruined Coke. Not that I've done it.
I wanna. Coke has the best PR. Like
It does. Acid has the worst PR. Everyone's
Acid
so
has-
scared of it.
Yeah, but Coke, I've only heard positive reviews.
Really?
You
I
don't
mean,
know
I've
people who
gotten
do enough
anxiety
coke.
of
Yeah.
Alex, comedy hero, you have one?
Yeah. So, I mean, I had a lot of favorites like growing up and stuff, but there was like one moment that really like stood out to me. When I was 12 years old, I saw Jim Jeffries at the Palace Theater in Cleveland, Ohio,
That's right.
and they let me in for some reason. I think you can bring kids to theater shows or
Yeah, you
something.
can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And so, I saw that, and he like proceeded to like just bomb like horrifically, right? Like this lady, his first joke, he opens up a joke about circumcision, and this lady just freaks out about circumcision, and he kicks her out and he calls her a cunt, right?
Yeah.
And that accent and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in Cleveland, Ohio.
You
Right.
can't,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't even like the way I said it, right? And then he lost the whole room after that. There was no getting it back.
If you get angry on stage, you lose the whole room. That's
And then
just how it goes.
he proceeded, he was wearing a suit and nice shoes. He kicks off his shoes. He sits down on the stage and he goes, "One more, drinky boy." Like,
Wow.
I can't do Australian or him, but
Yeah.
the vibe. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so
I saw
crazy.
that as a 12-year-old and I was like, you can do that? Like,
Yeah.
that's an option. I mean, you can't do that consistently, but you know,
Yeah.
he was successful.
Seeing,
He is
seeing a
successful.
star bomb is a slightly helpful thing.
It made me want to
observe.
do it more.
It humanizes your heroes where you're like, they're still just people. And every show isn't a killer stand-up special. Like even the best. When I saw Kevin Hart kind of struggle one night, I was like, okay, like no one is out here just 100% from the field. I always kill. I never have a
Right.
bad show. So
And anyone who says that they always kill is lying.
Mhm.
for sure.
Facts.
What if you think it instead of saying it?
That's different. That's different than saying it.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you
You
gotta
can tell us
think
how you
it
get
to
through
get into
push-ups,
that
Mark.
zone, dude. Sometimes you have to think it and to be almost like overly confident to be able to get up there. At
Oh
least
yeah, you
I
have to
do.
be delusional.
Yeah, you have to be delusional. At the beginning, you're so delusional. And then you're like, oh, it is kind of working. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, you surprise yourself sometimes.
Yeah, you catch me 5 minutes before my spot, and I'll tell you that I've never bombed. I kill every time. Yeah, that's the mode I'm in.
Or if you have a week of just great sets,
that's
that
dangerous.
feels unstoppable. And then it's so coming down from that high is so
it hurts.
It hurts so bad. That's the thing about stand-up. It constantly humbles you. Like anytime you're like, I got this figured out.
How many years are you in?
Since 2011.
So 14.
Yeah, 14.
What's the best set you've ever had?
Best set I've ever had. That's hard.
So many.
I don't know.
We remember the worst ones.
Those the best ones blend together. The worst one is like,
it's a finger up your ass. Yeah, you're in the Boy Scouts, you're in the woods, and some weird guy's got his knuckle up your ass. Yeah.
Oh my God, visceral. I don't know. I can't think of my favorite. Maybe, I don't know. I really liked performing at Wise Guys Vegas. Have you done that?
Yeah, that club's explosive. You don't think that's Wise Guys Vegas. I'm thinking Wise Guys Salt Lake City.
No, the Vegas one, because it wasn't, I don't even know if it still exists anymore. It wasn't attached to a hotel. It was like a freestanding comedy club.
It's in the old Vegas part, I believe.
Yeah, it's in the old Vegas part. I had one of my favorites.
Who were you there with?
I was there by myself headlining.
Okay, awesome.
It was fun.
Wonderful. Best set you've ever had, James?
So that I can clearly remember is probably my first Comedy Central hour special.
Yeah. Where'd you shoot it?
In Oakland, in both shows.
Perfect.
The first show I kind of just stuck to the plan, and it went so well that the second show I just had so much fun and it was perfect. But I want to give a shout out to OG Ice House.
Yes.
Before they changed that main room, the OG Ice House was a kill box.
Yes, it was.
It was a kill box. And so I don't remember what show, but I've had shows in that room where I was like, I might be the best. Yeah. You know, like literally that room, the sound, everything. Like if you ever in a good show in the original Ice House main showroom, that room was like
the best that I ever saw was Cat Williams in that room.
Oh my gosh.
They were giving him a standing ovation during his setups.
That's awesome.
For real. And then also I saw Sarah Silverman at Gotham one time kill like that. The Gotham Comic Club in New York City, phenomenal club. But those are the two best sets that I've ever seen in person. Alex, your best set? Belly Up?
Yeah, probably some at Belly Up actually, no, this is my best set. I did a set at Celebrations Room, which was kind of like, they don't really do comedy there, but it was kind of set up like a wedding reception hall.
That's an Orange County show of ours. It's in Costa Mesa. We set it up. It's in continue.
And so I had been doing all kinds of crowds in LA, right? But I hadn't played a crowd that were exactly like my parents, like upper, middle class, rich, kind of like yuppie white people, right? Who like country club folks and stuff like that, right? So I get ready for the set. It's like 200 people, and they all look like they belong at my mom's yacht club and stuff. So I'm just like sweating, right? Nervous. I get up there, do my set, goes great. Get off stage, and there was like a line of married women trying to buy me a drink afterwards.
That's right. You were on a high.
Every single one of them afterwards would be like, I don't normally laugh at stuff like that. And then I'd be like, Grey Goose on the rocks.
There is that great time, like when your first time, when you really do well, that is, because you don't know if you're going to be good. You go, I could suck at this. You think, when you first start writing, you go, the world's about to see the new George Carlin. And then you go up there for 2.5, 3 years, and you go, or George Carlin's son that he doesn't talk to. And I remember that night. That was a great night. It was 260 people.
Yeah, there we
go. And there is a difference in that, and I say that because 200 people is quite a bit. But once you get over like that 225 mark, it's so much louder. And that was a phenomenal night. And I think the worst set that I ever had, I was Ontario Improv, and I showed up first day of football, just loaded, just first day of football, had a stripper, and the manager. Do you remember Clark from Ontario?
Was he
shaved head, kind of like Jason Statham?
No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, so he goes, I'm hosting, oddly enough, for Owen Benjamin.
Ooh,
and so I'm doing 10 minutes on the weekend, and I'm 15 years in, so it's nothing. So I can show up Sunday in any condition I want. I just got to get through the 10 minutes. And he stops me on the way there and he goes, watch your language. There's a church group here tonight. I go, perfect. I'll just do that. I'll just modify it a little bit. I can pull this off. And that night I'm drinking Captain Morgan. And so I get up there and I say, fuck, in my third joke. And this guy I just hear out of nowhere, don't say fuck.
No.
Right? And it's a guy in a wheelchair. And I go, why can't I say fuck? He goes, we're all Christian. I go, and I look out and I realize I'm performing in front of an all-black church. I didn't notice. Right? And so I go,
how do you not notice?
Because I'm tuned.
You ever drank Captain Morgan before?
I'm tuned up.
You're like, man, they got the lights turned down low tonight.
I'm on a good one. And so I came straight from Big Wang's in NoHo.
Big Wang.
Yes.
Does Big Wang still exist?
No, went out of business.
But shout out Big Wang.
Big Wang's, they used to have
Lots
an
of
open
good
mic
times.
there, right? In Hollywood?
Selma.
That just took me back to a place that I'm not sure I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Big Wangs of it all.
Yes. But I went to the one in NoHo, so I'm hanging out with Vincent Oshana, Jack Jr., Rene Garcia, and we're just having a blast. And so they found everything I did funny. And so then we...
Everyone at Big Wings loved what I was doing.
Yeah. And so I go, now, so I had done this joke at Roast Battle on Tuesday, which is like the rawest audience. And so now everything to that point I say is everyone else's fault. They should have told me beforehand. Sunday night's a buyout. It's a benefits for someone that was shot and killed. They're going to try to pay for their funeral. So they came from the funeral.
Why are you bombing post Big Wings?
They came from the funeral?
From the funeral.
Comedy show.
Right. Right.
Let's all go to a
You're
comedy
like,
show.
what's up, cunts?
Which you think you want. You think if you, I could see the average person thinking like, oh, that'll lighten the mood. But you're pissed off. So then I go, all right, do your joke about the Pope. And so I go.
Oh, they're Christian? Hey, they
Don't
might
say
like
the
that.
F word.
They
You
might
know
like
what?
the
I got
joke.
something for you. Pope material.
Yeah, totally. And I thought that they would like it. And so I go, you guys see the latest video of the Pope? I go, he was driving around in his Pope mobile. There was a handicapped guy. Now I got a handicapped guy here on the side of the road. I go, the Pope stops the car, the little mobile, raises his hand to this guy, touches the guy. I go, nothing happened. I go, it's borderline offensive. I go, the Pope was basically like, look at me, God. I'm so great. I'll touch a retard. They...
As someone familiar with older black church folk, I know that they do not enjoy it.
I don't know how they remember my name. But they started booing me so loud. Right? And screaming
using your name? Boo, Mark!
Yes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and now the crowd turns on me. But now I'm now I'm in panic mode. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, all right, I go, okay. So I start trying to continue, but they're booing me.
During the setups?
They're not going to let me finish. And they can also tell I'm buzzed. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no more jokes. I was just like,
You're Big Wings wasted.
I'm Big Wang's wasted all of a sudden too, because I was fine until they were booing. Do you know what I'm saying? But when the panic sets in, and I'm on different things, and let's just say the Coca-Cola was the least of my concerns to deal with. Now I'm trying, they're booing, and Clark, they say that this has never happened in stand-up comedy before. Clark comes over the microphone and goes, Mark, just get off. Right?
No.
Yes.
No.
I was not ready for that.
No.
Not even like a side,
No.
a little note.
There's
Not even a light, like a light.
Not aggressive lighting or anything?
Nothing. Now I get off stage. I'm like, security has to get me out of the building. People wanted
Not
me
because they want your autograph.
No, people wanted me dead. They chased me like through the hallways. I have a stripper with me. Okay.
From Big Wings?
Luckily, Uber exists at this point, so I could call an Uber, and it's at the mall. So one was there, and then we're Ubering back to North Hollywood from Ontario. This is not a $2 Uber.
No, that's a $200, $250.
At least.
And I'm in the car, and I'm working for comedies at the time. We have our shows at every club, and I'm just like, this ain't gonna go well. Call the next day. Bank, do not show up at our clubs. Until this happened in first day of football. They go, you can come back in January. I wasn't allowed to run my own shows. I had to send people in my stead and have them go.
That's hilarious.
Nightmare. And then 18. So this is, let's just say this was a 14. It was my first time not having a job that I didn't have to show up to. so I could start drinking at any time of day. So
that flexibility.
Let's turn into an AA meeting real quick.
No, this was a 14-month window.
None of us are doing well.
It was just dark, and I had no responsibility, and I just didn't think that I was affecting other people. Anyway, but then I did the Comedy Store Belly Room. This is when I just never went on stage drunk again until my dad died. But I was smart enough then where I just went up and was like, welcome to our show. And I brought up the next comic. The feature act was on within 30 seconds. But I was at the Comedy Store and they were like, you need to go on. Like, there's no comics here. I go, I can't. They're like, what? I go, I'm upstairs in the Belly Room, just jacked up. And you remember the little couch near the bathroom?
Yeah.
And like, there's no comics here. You need to go on now. And I go, I can't. They go, just go up there until we find someone. I go, all right. So I went up there. I'm in and out of it. Like I'm in no. And I walk up there and finally I see Anthony Jeselnik and I go, great, he's here. And he just, I introduce him. He walks up, he looks at me like this. He goes, I just go, all right. I go, Pink. I leave the building immediately with my old roommate. And I go, I'm going to get an email in the morning. Do not come to our club until you straighten your act out. I go, okay. But that one actually changed my life for the better. And it was Eric. You know Eric Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I gave him credit for it. And I just went back. That one I avoided for months. And I went back and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I said, don't worry about it. And then I never did that again. And it was just nightmare. You guys never been so drunk out of control that you should be on stage?
Yeah, when I first started.
Okay, good.
Like at Ha-Ha's, I remember I was
the
like
place to do
hosting the open mic at Ha-Ha's and I was wasted.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember the next chick who I was supposed to bring on stage's name.
Oh,
and she had a ukulele. So I just go, this next bitch has a uke. And that was it. That's all I said. I was like, sorry, I forgot your name. Like slurring. It was like 6:30.
Yeah.
It's PM?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I did a show at the Belly Room the night the Lakers had won a championship, and I had been drinking the entire game. It was like the Game 7 game that they won. So
which year?
I probably this is
Celtics,
when
Kobe Celtics.
Paul Gasol. Yeah, Kobe Celtics. Yes.
Oh,
So
Gasol.
it was like
hot.
it was birthday.
That was a hot series.
It was around my birthday too. So it was like my birthday set. I'm drinking, people buying me
birthday set.
So I'm done to the point where like somebody said something anti-Lakers and it just derailed my whole set. And I was just like railing on some
like you're on the team.
Yeah. And like the whole
what the fuck you said to
literally
me?
and like comedy went out the window and I don't even remember how it ended, but I know that like I was drunk and people were like, oh, poor James, he's performing drunk. And I was like, hey, it's my birthday. And the Lakers won.
Was this around the time that everyone had Laker flags on their cars?
Yeah. No. I feel like that was Did we do that? I remember doing that for like the Kobe Shaq years. I don't really remember like doing that.
Was that the Kobe Shaq years?
You're from LA, yeah. That's the Kobe Shaq years.
Yeah, the Lakers.
That's the Kobe
flags
Shaq
went hard.
years.
Yeah, that was the year that Kobe injured Kendrick Perkins on purpose. I'm a Celtics fan.
No, that was we're talking about like 2001, 2099.
I'm talking
you're talking about the Kobe Gasol.
No, that was those were phenomenal series, dude. I mean, Celtics were gassed. Celtics, great organization, great coaches. They made 2 huge mistakes. Remember, they played all their stars the entire fourth quarter. You spell Paul Pierce, spell Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
They were foaming at the mouth. I don't care. Our backups were good enough to do that 3 minutes. That was a huge mistake by Doc.
I mean, no, you sound like me on stage with the opposite version. Yeah.
No,
we should have won. Kendrick was hurt.
How long ago was this series?
It's
7 years?
11,
15.
You were like probably not born or something.
I kind of remember it.
Yeah, you were conceived to Baby One More Time or whatever.
You were just a thought in your mom's head at the yacht club.
I know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so you guys got to get to your sets tonight. This was phenomenal. Alex Akins, James Davis, Sara Weinshenk. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
This was fun, man.
Yeah, it is fun.
This is a great venue. This is a great studio.
It is though.
Who knew?
And don't you like the 4 comics?
Yeah.
It's easier. It's less intense. It's more fun.
I enjoy a good. I mean, this dang near feels green room vibes. You know?
I agree.
Which is cool.
Okay, good. Because we just thought because we were going to do one-on-one podcasts, which is a ton of research. And if it's not going well, you're like, okay, it's like a bad one night stand or something. And so, but like with the 4 comics, you can ask each other questions. I just like it. And actually, did you see the HBO one with Chris Rock, Ricky Gervais, Jerry Seinfeld, and
the infamous one where they were allowing Louis C.K. to say the N-word?
I know that didn't age
Gervais
well.
too,
that did not age
Yeah.
well.
Does that
he
still exist online?
Yeah, for sure.
It's on
Because Jerry Seinfeld is the
on
only one like, hey guys, I don't think this is right.
Yeah, I'm
No.
not
It's on YouTube.
Chris Rock, the black dude, he's like, that's hilarious. Say it again.
Because they're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and you
just
know,
can't, yeah.
it also,
Black Twitter's not a fan of that video at all.
No.
they're not.
Or Black X.
I didn't know
Normal
that.
Twitter doesn't like that video.
Yeah, it was very problematic.
I had
normal.
just rewatched
What's
it
that?
for this.
But-
Where I go, I want to see what I go, I kind of think we should do what they did because that was such an interesting conversation and that is an infamous moment. But I saw it and I go, oh, it's like it just is easier, and it's not the ease of it. It's just more fun, you know. In that, like, you know,
We can
besides
tell
that-
our stories and be like, oh, I'm not the only one who went through this. Like,
I
literally,
didn't
I want to
think
hear
you
You guys left me high
alternate
and dry
versions.
on the acid stories, but it's okay.
Yeah, well,
I've
I've
never
had
done
bad
acid.
acid
No, it's
trips.
fine. It's fine.
That's your moment of the episode.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's your special moment.
We went to the
Yeah.
Sphere. It was great. Wizard of Oz. It was all going good until we represent the Lollipop Guild.
Oh, really?
No, I was like, I want to do more. And then that happened. I was like, I'm on enough. There's a lot of people
the
in here.
Munchkins doing the
Oh
lollipop
my God.
guild. I
And the
can't even handle
haircuts.
that just slightly
like,
high.
Oh, and on the
gosh.
Sphere, like, oh my God. Yeah.
What
It
about
was fun.
shrooms? You guys perform on
I
shrooms?
like-
Oh yeah,
I
I did
love
that
shrooms.
a
Yeah.
couple times. I did that coming
Yeah.
up on shrooms a couple times, and I'm like sitting in the green room. I'm like, oh man, like please
Yeah.
hurry
The
up.
only reason I don't
right?
do it now is because it was kind of like too good, and I was like, I don't want to
Do this
be
every day.
doing this every time I
Yeah.
perform, but it is
You can
great.
microdose it. That's
Yeah.
what I started
So,
doing.
Yeah, I take the pill. I take
Yeah,
the
yeah.
microdose
Oh, we all
pill.
take a capsule here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so yeah, I'm just waiting for the come up, and as soon as they announced my name, that's when I started feeling good, and I was just like, I timed that. I got lucky with that one. But instead of like
At
being
the
up,
belly up.
yeah, instead of being
Yeah.
there and like having to lay down on the stool or like on the
I
stage,
remember that.
and,
That
like,
was a great
grow
set.
into the stage.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of the stage, have great sets tonight.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Get back up there. And that is it. Talking Comedy Podcast. Thank you very much.
And thank you for my
Thank you. Thanks
sunglasses.
for having me.